for 15, 20 Cedric. You won't see that. You won't see that.
I remember watching it, Lonzo, because of course, you know, I'm all eyes on the halftime show, and I just started pointing at the thing, looking at everybody like everyone else knew. No one knew what the fuck I was doing. I thought I was having a seizure or some shit. I couldn't even get the words out. I was like, "That's the E, bro. That's the fucking E. That's Lonzo." I was excited as fuck. I think I texted you right away too.
Yep, my phone blew up for the next 2 hours, man. I couldn't answer it. I was too busy wiping my eyes, dude.
Damn. How'd you feel, man? Talk to us about, you know, when you saw it, how you felt, all that good stuff.
It was like watching one of your kids being born, man, because here's something that you created 35, 40 years ago at that time. And somebody introduced you to the world globally. The Super Bowl is probably one of the biggest platforms outside of one of those award shows. The Grammys, that's probably one of the biggest ones next to the Grammys and the other award shows. So to have all those people in the studio, in the stadium, and then it being globally watched, dude, that was massive, man. That was massive. And then to have the hottest acts in the country be a part of it. I mean, Kendrick has been back. He's been back again since that time.
I would say that's probably the most watched Super Bowl appearance, if numbers wise, in history, and it's going to go down like that. I think.
I would think so too. Because it gave us so much to look forward to, and it represented Compton, it represented Eve After Dark, it represented New York. You had 50 Cent there. You had New York. You had Mary J. Blige, and you had the next generation of hip hop, Kendrick Lamar there. So it's something that people will watch forever, but most of them don't understand the significance of all the different buildings that were a part of that Super Bowl halftime show. And the Eve was center stage.
Damn. So you mentioned your evil twin, Alfonso. Give us the story of when Alfonso had to come out at the club.
I was telling the story a few minutes ago. I had a security guard, big dude. He was a linebacker for a local college, junior college football team. And I hired him as a bouncer. And I noticed every night he worked, my back door to the club would be broken open. We had to start locking the door because although it was a fire hazard, people would let their friends into the back door. If you want to watch, they sneak down the steps, on the back steps, let people in. So I started locking it. I knew it was a fire hazard, but I locked it anyway. And I noticed my back door would get busted open. Every Monday morning, I got to pay Roscoe, Jeffrey's son, to fix the back door. And one night, I was telling my girl about it. She says, "You know what? Maybe that's what's happening because I noticed some guys. It was some guys that she knew. She knew everybody came to the club by face, but some guys she just didn't like. And a couple of guys that she didn't like, he never passed me by. I don't like him. So I started doing an investigation, and I saw where this dude was busting the door open. He charging $3. I'm charging $5. I fired him on the spot. My dad hung at the club all the time. My dad was always at the club. And homeboy goes to plead this case to my dad downstairs in Jeffrey's. And I walk into Jeffrey's. He's down there drinking with my dad. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, my old man was a good-hearted dude. Oh, man, think about giving us. He ain't getting back shit, okay? We'll talk about it later. Meanwhile, I had to go patrol the area where homeboy was used to patrol. I had to walk around the club, check for keep an eye on the cars. I'm sure the security guard. I see the same guard stuff something under the garbage can by the gas station. I walk back around to the club, talk to my dad. Homeboy's back at the table with my dad and his girlfriend. All of a sudden, this girlfriend says, "Hey, somebody stole my purse." I said, "Wait a minute, hold on." I ran around the gas station. Sure enough, her purse was under the garbage can. I said, "Man, get your ass out the goddamn club. Get out of the club. Don't come back." So my dad had bought this dude a drink. He took the drink to the head. And this dude was about 6'4", maybe about 260. Big dude. And between the time we got to arguing and the time he decided to leave, that alcohol kicked in. He talking shit. And I'm like, I can't whoop this big son of a bitch. What I'm going to do? When he walked past me, I clocked his head. Fire! Hit it right behind his ear, knocked him down, and then knocked him out. My partner, I'm about to do the LA stomp on this fool's head. My partner stops me. Oh, man, don't do that. Don't do that. I just do the 6'4", 260 pounds. I got to do something while I can. Well, by the time I get to argue with this fool wakes up, he growling. Oh, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kick your ass. And back in them days, I wasn't the same Lonzo that you seeing right now. Alfonso carried 2 pistols. He carried two pew-pews at that time, okay? Let's do it right. I carried 2 pew-pews at that time. One on my ankle and one on the small of my back in case somebody got funny. So I pulled the big one, 44 Bulldog Magnum, okay? And homeboy looked, what you gonna do with that? Just like Debo would do. I said, I'm gonna put one through your ass. You come up on me. And he came at me. Now, I ain't want to hurt nobody, but I pow up in the air. I said, next one going through your ass. Just so happened that sheriff was coming down our line. He ran down the street, flagged down the police, and normally, if I ever had to use my gun, I'd take it and put it in my office in the safe. That way they got to get a search warrant to go get the gun. I don't know nothing what you're talking about. But this time, I'm in macho mode. I got my nuts hanging out. I'm talking shit. I'm standing on the property of the club. I'm thinking I'm in within the my rights as the club owner. Cops called me off to the curb, and my gun's still hot. Cops smell my gun. They handcuffed my ass and booked me for attempted murder. Attempted murder. My dad's girlfriend come out to the police car. She pressed charges on him. Petty theft. She only had $10 in her purse. It's a petty theft. So, but we both in the police car going to jail. They're in there hand in hand. He in the car telling me when we get to jail, I can't say it on Facebook. We having sex. He gonna play booty bandit he gonna play booty bandit in jail. Now I didn't watch this nigga cry. Okay. Now I forgot to tell you when I shot up in the air, he started crying. That's what pissed me off. When I shot up in the air, he started crying. That's what he would have got the police. Now you didn't growl at me like you wanted to whoop my ass. Then you start crying. I'm gonna tell my brother. Come on, you didn't run down and tell the police. I'm like, shit. Now I'm going to jail for attempted murder. Attempted murder. Just so happened, a detective who I knew from a previous situation that happened at my house was on duty that night. And my bail was $12.